Like, honestly, it's like kind of deep. Like, why are we being charged like 20,000 rand a month for rent for a 2-bedroom apartment that doesn't have like basic stuff? Like, it didn't have a stove, the one that she was talking about, and it was like old and crusty and probably had mold in the walls and the floor. And one thing that I have learned from living in this apartment in Joberg is like how much can go wrong, that you have to deal with, and how expensive it can all get. And it's kind of made me like hesitant to, like, I don't know, like I really want to move. Like, I don't really want to be in Joburg anymore. I'd love to be in Cape Town, but also like it's expensive and you're not always getting like an amazing deal.
The real representation of Cape Town's rental situation. Enjoy the best of Cape Town from this bright and airy 1-bedroom apartment in vibrant Tamburskloof area. Designed for modern living, the apartment features a streamlined kitchen, spacious living area, and beautiful bedroom. Only 18,000 rand per month. Literally Cape Town's rental situation right now.
The living situation here is not great. There's about to be construction as well. And most importantly, I think I am ready and I want to live alone. The Cape Town girlies know the way to survive here really is to live with someone, to share apartments. Because of the market, I think I've endured.
On to serious business, we need a study guide crash course on how to find an apartment in Cape Town for newbies, aka babies, because wow, it has been hell. It has been hell on earth. Property market in town, absolute hell. Like, you will find a listing online, you message the agent, they will ghost you. And I'm like, if it's under consideration, please say so.
It's not sustainable to spend 20,000 rand on an apartment per month, especially when it doesn't have a stove or it doesn't have like the Wi-Fi, electricity, water, security. Like, if it doesn't have any of those things like as like part of that rental, you're just paying for like the shell for 20,000 rand a month. That is insane. Like, that's crazy.
If you are a student or young professional moving to Cape Town or looking for accommodation in Cape Town, specifically like town, I urge you, I beg for your own mental health and for your money's worth, do not move to number 210 Loop Street in Cape Town. I don't care if it's central, I don't care if it's close to your work, I don't care if it's close to your school, I don't care. I made a video about this already, but now that I don't live there anymore, I'm gonna do a bunch of exposing. It's time we expose. So rent for a sharing room, is this recording? Yeah, rent for a sharing room was listed as 3,950, which is true. And then you share a bedroom and it's like the smallest thing in the fucking world, honestly. And then at the end of the month, you don't pay 3,950, you pay about 5,000 and something. Fine. So basically budget 5.5 for rent to share a bedroom. So you and your roommate are basically going to be paying like almost 11k. By the way, the price went up for 2025. So if you're trying to move there, like, I'm literally begging you to not go. Like, I'm begging you to, like, please, like, literally don't go, because you're going to be digging a hole for yourself.
Wherever you are, wherever you live, and you are planning on moving, do not move into any property that is owned by house rentals. You will find yourself doing a video just like the one I am doing today. I'm going to tell you of a few incidents that have happened to me while living here and how I ended up to the point where I am right now. Last year, I got essayed by a security officer in the premises that worked in the premises. I was then told by the estate management that they will not be attending the matter as it is a third-party organization and they don't get involved in third-party HR policies. They are referring to a security company that they hired, that they will not be getting involved. I had to prove myself that the security officer essayed me and then intimidated me on countless occasions to make sure that I don't say anything. This man was so confident in essaying me that he even did it in front of his colleagues in a security room that was supposed to have security footage. When I asked for the security footage, I was told that there was a fault with the cameras. Therefore, I was not given the security footage.
People are sexist victim, no. The girl is telling the truth, guys. He that has an ear must listen to what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Okay, I was there for 2 months. Deposit refund, $.
And on top of that, scammers, big time scammers, because when you move out, they're going to try and not give you a deposit. I've heard people talk about this before I moved there. Then I moved there and I just experienced this last week. They said that they'd give you a deposit 14 days after end of lease. Did I not fight with these people? These people literally won't give you, like, until you fight. I have a friend of mine who also used to stay there, and he ended his lease, and they're aware of that. But he told them, like, in person, like, hey, I'm ending my lease, I'm not going to come back next year. And then they were like, cool. But they didn't even ask for it in writing, like, nothing. Cool, fine. I asked him now, I'm like, hey, did you get your deposit back? He's like, no, they're telling me that apparently I didn't tell them that I'm leaving, blah, 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 blah. So he's basically not going to get his deposit back.